Every trade, every profession has its own insider's language, a way of using what would otherwise be normal English in a fashion that you and I would not know. In the world of landscaping, there are 7 of those trades that come together. In addition to plant lingo and garden lingo and the often weird world of nursery speak, there's art, architecture, earth science, and a subset of masonry called hardscaping. Even if you're going to hire a professional for any phase of the project, it'll help if you know what they're talking about. I'm Lindsay Knapp, and this is Landscape Lingo. So let's talk trees. Trunk, of course, you know, also known as terminal branch or terminal shoot, and also known as take me to your central leader. Hang on to that one, it'll come back to you. Next up are scaffold branches, and if we think of scaffolding as that modern exoskeleton that we wrap around a building to work on it, this, drop the exo, keep the skeleton, and you've got the meaning. They are the major branches that come off the trunk. Next up are lateral branches, that guy. And if we think about lateral move in business or lateral pass in football, you might think that lateral means a branch that is moving sideways. And of course, we don't make it that simple for you. What it actually means is any branch that is growing from the sides of the scaffold branches. How these branches get connected either to the trunk or to one another is via a collar. Let me see if I can find a really good example for you. This fat ring of tissue is called a collar. It is comprised of layers from the trunk and layers from the branch that weave together. The best description I heard of this was like a shuffled deck of cards. That's courtesy of the Master Gardeners of Colorado, so thanks to them for that. Collar does 2 particular things that are extremely important. If this branch breaks, it is unlikely to break past this collar because that's a really tough fibrous bit of tissue. And we always cut, if we have to prune that branch, we always cut outside the collar. We used to cut flush with the trunk. There are still some people who are doing that. No, 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 no. Stop immediately, if not sooner. We cut outside the collar because the collar also contains chemicals that will help seal the wound. So we used to remove it and then have to paint the thing before we realized the tree could do that all by itself. So last word up is crotch, and yes, I really did say it. I will let you chortle for a moment. And the moment's gone. Remember that phrase, central leader, when we were talking about trunks? This is what happens when a central leader forks and develops a crotch. And one of the dangers of a crotch is exactly this, that it builds up tons and tons of debris. The debris tends to rot. Rotting bark, by the way, really dangerous to a tree. That's a great way to kill it. It involves pests and disease and allows them to get in. But in this case, you can see that we actually have a different type of shrub that is forming in this crotch. It's so deep in there, I can't even get it out now. So, when I tell you to watch the crotch, I'm not actually suggesting you do something vaguely obscene. I'm just saying mind your trees. Make sure they're cleaned out and healthy. So I hope you found this fun and helpful. Stay tuned to this channel. Follow us on social media. There's more landscape lingo to come. I'm Lindsay Knapp. I'll see you next time.